Certification ready. What is the difference between a wired LAN and a wireless LAN? Objective 1.2. The first and most common type of LAN is the wired LAN. Computers and other devices are wired together by way of copper-based twisted pair cables. These cables have RJ45 plugs on each end, making the actual connection to RJ45 ports that reside on the computer's network adapter and on hubs, switches, or routers. Of course, there will probably be some other cabling equipment in between each of these, but this equipment is covered in more depth in Lesson 3. Figure 1.15 gives yet another diagram, but this time it's 3 LANs connected together by a router. Some new devices appear in this figure: a firewall which protects the LAN or LANs from the internet, and a supercomputer which occupies its own little LAN. Figure 1.15 Wireless diagram. Examining local area networks, devices, and data transfer. Generally, the connection from the PCs to their switch will be either 100 megabits per second or 1 gigabits per second. Whatever speed you decide to use must be supported by each port of the switch and by each of the computers. In this diagram, they are wired to the switch. To accomplish gigabit network speeds, the cables used would have to be category 5 or greater. More details on the types of cabling are covered in Lesson 3. However, the connection from the server farm to the switch in the upper left of the figure and a supercomputer to its switch should be faster than your average PC connection. So, if the PCs on the LAN are connecting at 100 megabits per second, the server might be better off connecting at 1 gigabits per second. Or if the PCs are connecting at 1 gigabits per second, the servers would connect at 10 gigabits per second. High-speed connection should also be made between the 3 switches and the router. Now we are looking at a more accurate representation of a network setup our fixtures company needs from the original scenario. But just wait, network documentation is going to get much more detailed. After all, we are only in Lesson 1. Historically, wired networks are much faster than wireless networks, but now it's by leaps and bounds over the past decade or so. A wireless local area network has many advantages, the most standout of which is the ability to roam. A person with a laptop, handheld computer or PDA or another like device can work from anywhere. However, because wireless LANs can pose additional security problems, some companies have opted not to use them in their main offices. But with advancements in security and including developments in encryption, wireless is now more popular than ever. Figure 1.16 illustrates some wireless devices. Figure 1.16 wireless LAN diagram: smartphone, PDA, tablet computer, laptop, wireless access point. The wireless access point, WAP, acts as the central connecting device for the network, but now one of the advantages is that the computer can consist of more types of devices, including smartphones, PDAs, tablet computers, and laptops. Of course, PCs or laptops equipped with wireless network adapters will be able to connect to this network as well. Wireless networks and wired networks can coexist. In small networks, a single device can act as a wireless access point, switch, router, and firewall. However, larger networks usually have one or more separate wireless access points that connect in wireless fashion to a network switch. And wireless access points have a limited range. Therefore, you might need to implement multiple WAPs, depending on the size of the building and the area you want to cover. For more information about wired and wireless networks, refer to Lesson 3. Certification ready. What is a VLAN? Objective 1.2. There is another type of LAN, the virtual LAN. A virtual LAN, VLAN, is a group of hosts with a common set of requirements to communicate as if they were connected together in a normal fashion on one switch, regardless of their physical connection. A virtual LAN is implemented to segment the network, reduce collisions, organize the network, boost performance, and increase security. Usually, switches control to the virtual LAN, like subnetting. A virtual LAN compartmentalizes the network and can isolate traffic. But unlike subnetting, a VLAN can be set up in a physical manner. An example of this is a port-based VLAN, as is shown in Figure 1.17. In this example, each set of computers, such as Classroom 2, has its own virtual LAN, which is dedicated to the 192.168.2.0 network in this case. However, computers in that VLAN can be located anywhere on a physical network. As another example, computers with the VLAN staff could be located in several physical areas in the building. But regardless of where they are located, they are associated with staff VLAN because of the physical port they connect to. There are also logical types of VLANs, like the protocol-based VLAN and the MAC address-based VLAN. But for the most common is the port-based VLAN. The most common standard associated with VLANs is IEEE 2.1q, which modifies the Ethernet frames by tagging them with appropriate VLAN information, based on which VLAN the Ethernet frame should be directed to. Figure 117, example of a VLAN. VLAN switch. Classroom 1, 192.168.1.0. Classroom 2, 192.168.2.0. Classroom 3, 192.168.3.0. Library 192.168.4.0. Staff 192.168.100.0. Getting to know permitted networks. Permitted networks are small networks that usually consist of only a few servers, which have some form of access to the internet. Generally, the term permitted network is synonymous with DMZ. You should be able to identify DMZ and its purpose in an organization, as well as know how to implement the basic DMZ certification. Can you describe the various security zones? Objective 1.2.